So what's your take on one very important and key aspect was mentioned by Mr. Sunil about even the spiritual health affecting. So what's your take on the spiritual health along with the other three aspects in order to have a holistic health approach?
Thank you so much, Seema ji, and thank you so much, Ekta from Parijay, for having me here.
Our pleasure.
Listening to Archana ji, amazing. I mean, see, it is such an important topic. Archana ji, you said that you have a physical wound, you will go to a doctor. Nobody asks a question. But if I don't have a good mental health, if I'm feeling low frequency, going to a psychiatrist or going to a counselor will be seen down upon, you know. People will say, at times people say, pagal hai kya? Arey, itni weak kyun feel kar rahi hai? Apne aap kar legi na. So this is how it is. And, you know, above that, Seema ji, being a coach, being a mentor myself, it is even, you know, becomes a bigger issue when I say that I want to unwind. I want to see a counselor because I'm feeling all pent up and I don't know how to vent it out. So very, very important, Ashna ji, thank you so much. And Sunil ji, आपने बहुत ही अच्छी बात बोली, being father being stressed, mother being stressed. And there is another very, very important component here. The child is also stressed. The stress of education, you know, expecting a 6-year-old child to write an essay or copy it from a book, the page is turning again and again. The child doesn't have that tool that I can use a paperweight because that is not taught in school. I have seen it in my own house. My nephew was struggling with this and he was literally going crazy with the papers and, you know, tapping on the table. So that's when I realized how important it is to have the coping mechanisms. And Seema ji, that is my answer to the question. This spiritual being, this spiritual, we are talking about holistic growth. We're talking about mindset. And the first and the most important, if you have seen, small kids were also taken to temples or, you know, those Maulvis will talk to the kids. Or in Christians, we go to the church, there is a life coach, and it was from ages. India is still getting warmed up to the concept of a life coach, whereas since ages it is there, right? So spiritual, if you are centered, if you have that huge coping mechanism, which is your spiritual quotient, if that is good, no physical, no mental issue can be, you know, not treated by your own being. But the problem is we are not spiritually connected. Itne tark vitark aa gaye hain. We are so much into this thing, no, that whether my rational mind is saying right, or I should be going to a coach, or is it my, you know, my self-respect is going to be breached when I go and I am vulnerable. So I think it has to be in the foundation from our childhood, from our nursery to primary, you know, schooling. We should be taught. We should be given spiritual learning as well as also coping mechanisms to deal with all the, you know, this information age, where while I'm talking, I can see there is chat and there are some messages coming, which distracts me. There are so many other things. And, you know, I am so old school thought, ma'am, that's why I keep a pen and paper. I don't want to put all the stress here. While I'm talking, I'm hearing Sunil ji, I'm writing. I'm hearing Archana ji, I'm writing. Because I don't want that I am in the lurch of words and just, you know, racking my mind, oh, what was I supposed to say? So all that will come if we are centered, if we understand the importance of slowing down, if we have that trust that whatever may go wrong in my life, my spiritual guru or my Isht or my God is going to take care of me. That, you know, that is such a big support system, and it goes before the birth of a child. My own son, when I conceived him for 9 months, I was reading a book That was Avatar Vani, given by my mother-in-law. And she said, thank you. She said, if you read it and if you, learn about the learnings which are given there, your baby is going to be much more sorted, and he or she will have those values. And believe me, I don't remember a single word of Avatar Vani that I read in 9 months repetitively. But my son, he knows about Avatar Vani. He has read Gita. He has read Greek mythology. Imagine, now I learn from my son. When I sit with him, I ask him, Vansh, I'm very disturbed today. Tell me, how can I deal with it? And the answer I got day before yesterday was, Mom, I think that you are jumping from one lily to another lily, whereas there is a huge lake. Why don't you swim? So, such profound thoughts comes from kids. If you make their spiritual foundation strong. That is my little submission. Thank you so